talked about this prior, and I had a comment. Someone saying, "Well, if it gets down to it and it gets really bad, no one's going to care about your CDs, your DVDs, or a movie, that kind of stuff." And I understand that. Yeah, that's fair. But I was just sort of going over the realm of keeping stuff physical, keeping physical items, physical things. Because if it's all digital, it's all on the internet, just all digital, they can erase it, they can change it, and that's what they've done. It has been changed, it has been erased, some things have. So they're changing and deleting information all the time. And I haven't paid a lot of attention to this. I have paid some. I would like to pay more. And if I do a deep dive, I'll surely make a video on that. But I'm just going to go over some things here just to keep people aware. I mean, as always, if you want to keep your photos that you've been taking, the cloud is somebody else's hard drive. Remember that. The cloud is a hard drive that somebody else owns. You don't own it. You don't have the rights to it. Period. So keep all that stuff on your own hard drives. Keep all that stuff on hard drives that you can take off, not be attached to the computer. You can unplug, you can put off to the side, then you have that stuff still for whenever you need it. That's photos, that's information, that's whatever you want to save. It's in digital form. It could be music. If all your music's in digital form, you can do that. If it's on a hard drive, just keep it, unplug it. If you want to back up, that kind of stuff. Just to prepare. Prepare for what? I don't know. Why not? Really. It's better safe than sorry, I guess, as the saying goes. So, I'm going to do a few examples and just make this, I think people need to do this. This goes along with, keeping cash. For now, cash is still accepted, so keeping cash. They can shut down the banks. They can erase digital accounts, that kind of stuff. Keeping precious metals, stuff you can hold physically. If you have a good amount, find a private place that can store them, so that can securely store them. Private vault, not the bank, not some sort of government vault, some sort of private place that's into that. Whether it's like a Brinks sort of standard. I don't know much about Brinks on that end. That's just what came to my mind. So you take Dr. Malone, who was the inventor of the mNRA, this thing that's being used in these injections that we have, the jabs. He's being erased from everywhere on the internet, everywhere. He was the inventor of the mNRA. And now, if you look into it, a lot of this Wikipedia stuff is gone. It's just erased. And some is replaced. And they've put some other people in that realm of being the people who've been behind the invention of it. And that's not true. That is, historically is not true. That's not the case. But they're changing it. They're changing history. Not saying they haven't in the past, but they're doing it because it's a lot easier now when it's digital. They're changing definitions. Herd immunity, for example. Herd immunity now includes jabbed people. And at one time, recently, they changed it to only be the people who've received the jab, who've received the shot. That was all that herd immunity meant. And then there was some big pushback, some people, an uproar, that kind of stuff. And then I think it was within a month or two, they changed it back what herd immunity actually was. People getting whatever ailment it is, and their body building up immunity to it. And then throughout there, you have a bunch of people that have done this to eradicate whatever that is. Now, they put back to that, but it also includes the jab, also includes the shot. So it could be this and this means herd immunity. It was never like that before. I'm probably going to get this video deleted, and that's like it's not new to me. It's happened before. But a vaccine used to be a preparation of killed microorganisms, living and other organisms that were living or dead, I guess you could say, basically, that was administered to produce and artificially increase immunity to a particular disease. So you get this in you, and then you cause your body, whether it's by creating some sort of I'm out of words here. Some sort of, I guess, armory to it, some sort of defense to it. So whether that's your immune system's doing that through T cells, doing that through whatever it is, that's how you build up immunity, and that's what a vaccine was. You get injected with this thing for your body to create immunity to it, because you're getting injected with a lower level of it, recognizes that it's bad, so it builds up antibodies, builds up T cells, whatever it is, and then now your body has become immune to it. So that's how vaccines used to work. Now, it had nothing to do with mRNA injections, nothing whatsoever, because that's not the way a vaccine was. That's not the definition of a vaccine. Never was. So they're not live vaccines. This mRNA are not. You do not use an infectious element to get your body to build up immunity to it. It's not. But now if you look into it, because that's the definition did not include that at all. The definition said it was only a preparation of killed microorganisms for the most part to get your body to build up immunity to it. Now if you look at the definition, it has been quietly changed for the term vaccine to include components of the COVID-19 mRNA injection. mRNA injection. I don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied. But the definition of vaccine was specifically changed due to the COVID-19 injection. That's it. So now that definition's been changed. And then I'll get people, well, yes, but as we go on, definitions change. Well, they don't. And if they do, why? I would like some examples. I mean, these are just a couple. But there's also, like that Dr. Malone, who's been being erased from history. As there is. There's been a case of, and I'll show some images of this. There's been a case of people being erased from history. One was Jack Parsons, was the most influential man of his time. Inventor, scientist, and socialite. He was responsible for the beginning of one of America's most important programs. Jack was a founding member of the JBL, an invaluable source of technology for the military during World War II, which eventually provided a wealth of knowledge to end up coming to an up-and-coming NSA, or NASA. NASA. He was also present during the early creation of Scientology, He was friends with L. Ron Hubbard, that kind of stuff. He has been erased from history. He was gone. I mean, you could not find him at all. Until recently, he was expelled. Until a biography entitled Sex and Rockets brought the memory of his colorful character back to life. So that was Jack Parsons. He was just erased from history. Reasons? You'll have to dig into that, look into that, read that autobiography, or the biography, I guess. So there's a case of the October Revolution was successful thanks to the work of Lenin and Leon Trotsky. Lenin's pragmatic form of Marxism enabled the Bolsheviks to seize control of the government, So Trotsky's role in this revolution could not be underestimated. It was huge. It was a big role, but as you look through history, he was erased. And you can see here, they've been deleted from photos. Also, we have people from Chinese history, and I'm not going to get these names right. It's Qin Bang Xian, also known as Boku. He was a senior leader of Chinese Communist Party. Apparently his mistakes warranted removal from Communist Party history. So you see here, this image, he's just been deleted from. So I would say he's been deleted throughout Chinese historical books, if they're just wiping him off of images, or had wiped him off images. This is before Photoshop, also, these are. Another one, here is Yazov. He was a loyal Stalinist who was head of a secret police during the Stalin's Great Purge, overseeing mass arrest executions of those deemed disloyal to the Soviet regime before ironically being arrested, tortured, tried, and executed for disloyalty. And here's images showing he was with them, and then they just deleted him from the image, and they've deleted him from history. And this is, like I said, this is before Photoshop. This is before the digital stuff, digital keeping of history. This was back when it was tougher. And nowadays with this digital stuff, it's easier. So if they can delete people, erase people from history, change definitions, change meanings, what does that mean to you? That means to me, I mean, I have encyclopedias. I hold on to my dictionaries. I hold on to the sources that are dated, and I keep them because there may come a time, and I feel there's going to come a time, where they're going to be teaching what's not real. They're going to be teaching historically what did not happen, what they say happened. So if you want to keep that in your family, keep that around the people you know, and keep that alive, I guess, for just humanity, I think that's very important. Which goes along with also, maybe it goes along with music. Because if everything you listen to is on the cloud, or through Amazon, or through iTunes, and there may come a time they don't approve of it, they're going to start deleting videos, deleting music, deleting books that you may have purchased to read online, to watch online, to watch, listen to from your cloud, whatever it is, through your service. If it's not approved anymore, it's just going to be gone. They're going to delete stuff, and I think that's tragic, because there's been times in our life where they've tried to get rid of books. They have gotten rid of books. They've actually banned some books in the United States, land of the free, home of the brave. That's what they've said. They've deleted books. They've got rid of them, banned them, and maybe they've come out years later, but that's not the point. It should be free. You should have freedom to express whatever you want, freedom to read whatever you want, freedom to research whatever you want. But they're stopping that. And it's so much easier now that things are digital. So I'm just putting this video out here to say, keep hard copies of everything that you care about. That could be movies. That could be music. That could be books. If you've got them all digitally, get them hard copy. That's all I can say. At the very least, print the stuff out. I know it's going to be not very nice, very friendly, very easy to read or go through. But at the very least, I would do that. I know I've always tried to buy books. I always try to buy CDs. I always try to buy DVDs. I always try to, buy, like I said, encyclopedias, dictionaries, the sources, that kind of stuff. Because there will come a time that you will not be able to get the stuff. I don't know what that stuff is and how much of it, but there will be a time. As you've seen now, Dr. Seuss books are a thing of the past. Certain ones, just because. They don't care about the First Amendment. They don't care about anything. By they, I went over who they are in another video. So, I'm just going to leave it there. I don't know. You got to do what you got to do to protect your family and protect history that you can hold on to. As always, thanks for watching. Hit the like, share, subscribe. Stay vigilant. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect health and protect your wealth.